Hello, 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 everybody. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We're here for another all signs video. I'm gonna try to squeeze out as much information as I can for everybody before I get into the bonuses. So I don't think I did their feelings and intentions for September. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze that in. All right. And I think I'm gonna do it a little bit different this time too. I'm gonna for each sign, this is all the way from Aries to Pisces, I'm going to do the past person, if you have somebody that you're dealing with from the past, that you're in separation from, and whoever you're currently involved with, whether it's long-term or new, past person and current person for each one, all right? So, you know what to do. If you would like information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of this video. That's the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. Not through social media. Speaking of social media, if you'd like to go follow me there, I have a lot of people pretending to be me on the internet, trying to steal people's money. So my social media is in the description of this video. I only have one Instagram account, okay? If you'd like to follow it, it's in the description of the video as well. So I think that's everything. Oh yeah, I have my PayPal link. For those of you who want to donate when you're catching the playback and you're not able to super chat, I want to thank everybody who has donated. You know, like Ramblin' Mike says, I appreciate them all, large or small. That's cool. I like Ramblin' Mike, man. He's my dude. Anyway, though, let's hop into this. Aries. Ooh, speaking of Aries, the Emperor just fell out right there. Okay, that could be the person you're dealing with. It could be another Aries you're dealing with. I don't want to speak on it yet. Let's see their true feelings and intentions. This is the past person. If you're dealing with or inquiring about somebody from the past, you're either in separation from, or maybe you just feel their energy and you can't get their energy out of your head. Three of Cups reversed. Okay. All right, so they feel like you're very defensive. They feel like you're very defensive. Hang on. Oh, the Chariot. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with somebody at a distance from you, too. They're really up in their head. They're not really 100% sure how they feel about you. Not really. I think maybe some days are better than others. Like one day they may feel like they're getting over it. You know, the other days they may feel like they want to talk to you. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. They're up in their head. They're not sure. I'm going to try to dig a little bit deeper than this here. They feel like you're getting over it, though. They don't really feel like you have much of an interest in them at all. Okay? There could be a third party in the mix here, too, and that may be one of the reasons why they're keeping a distance, because they don't want, if you're already involved with somebody, or maybe they're already involved with somebody, and they don't want to start a love triangle. At the same time, though, they kind of feel a sense of completion between the two of you, but for some reason they do still feel your energy. They do. The World card, yeah, they feel a sense of completion. They do. Like, you know, we came together for the time we were supposed to come together, and then whatever happened. It is what it is. This is a very, very strong it is what it is type feeling, but they still can't quite shake your energy. They still can't quite shake it. The Sun card. Yeah, but I think the main thing is they would kind of like to have you. Yeah, they would kind of like to have you in their life again. But they feel like, number one, you have zero interest in them and that you could care less. And two, that you're very defensive and it could possibly start a fight or an argument if they did attempt to make you a part of their life. Okay? Six of Swords. Yeah, so they feel like you've moved on. They feel like you've moved on and that you don't even care. Let's get a couple of advice cards here. And then we're going to read the current person you're involved with. Let's get a couple of advice cards. Should you reach out and communicate? Should you just leave it be? Let's see. Now the High Priestess and the Justice card. No, honestly, I would leave it be. I would leave it be. If they really have something that they want to say that bad, it's up to them to come forward. Okay, yeah, Chariot reverse. It's up to them to come forward. I would kind of leave it be and stay to myself. But if they do reach out and communicate, don't ignore them. Don't ignore them. Don't shut them out. Don't turn them down. But I wouldn't be the one to initiate conversation. If they have something that's really, really heavy on their chest that they want to say, it's up to them to come forward and say it. Yeah, the Temperance. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Yeah, I mean, unless it's something that's really bothering you. If it's something that's really bothering you and you need to get something off your chest, then maybe go ahead and reach out. But for the very most part here with the High Priestess, could be a Cancer for some of you. If it's not really bothering you all that bad, not really, just use your better judgment. If it's not that big of a deal to you, I would just leave it be. If they have something they want to say that bad, they can speak up, okay? Now let's look, those of you dealing with a current person, somebody who's currently a part of your life. Like either you're interested in a new person or, let's just take it however it resonates. If it resonates, if it don't, chuck it in the fuck it bucket, man. It ain't that big a deal. Check your moon, rising, and Venus. Okay, the World card in the reverse. Five of Pentacles reversed. All right. So they are a bit afraid of abandonment. Okay, I do kind of feel like they're a little bit paranoid that you might ghost them, that you might abandon them. Yeah, they're paranoid that you're going to abandon them and ghost them. The Emperor. There's that Emperor again. Could be an Aries for some of you. They don't want you to know that, though. They're doing the best they can to play it cool, but they feel, I don't know, man. I just really feel like, hang on. What's that Queen of Pentacles reversed for? The Hermit. Yeah, they're paranoid that you're going to ghost them and abandon them, and they don't want that. They want the two of you to be able to work this out and be able to grow and evolve together. I don't know why they're paranoid about that. I don't know. Thank you for that super chat. What's that? Alokun? I hope I said that right. If not, I do apologize. But thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, they're also a little bit worried that they may be more interested in you than you are them. You know, so they're a little bit, it just kind of feels to me like this person has some self-esteem issues that maybe you intimidate them a little bit, you know, or maybe, I don't know, man, for whatever reason, they are afraid that it's unrequited love and that you're going to ghost them and abandon them. That's all it came through for that spread right there. That's all it came through. They don't want to try too hard either because they don't want to push you away. You know, they don't want to be all weird and I don't know, it seems like this person's very, very nervous and paranoid. Edwina, thank you so much for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it. I hope I said your name right too, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's get a few advice cards for this here. Let's get a few advice cards. Five of Swords. Three of Pentacles reversed. Tower card reversed. And the Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, don't abandon them. Don't walk away. Don't ghost them. I don't really know if there's a whole lot you can do to prove to this. For those of you who are sitting there saying, I'm not going to ghost them. I don't know why they feel like that. It's probably just something inside of them. You know, they were ghosted maybe many times before. I wouldn't go out of my way to try too hard. You can assure them that, you know, I'm in it for the long haul. But whenever somebody has this type of issue, whenever somebody is like paranoid that you're going to do the same thing to me that the last person did, time. Time is the only thing sometimes that can prove to a person, you know, because you can, man, there's some people out there that are so damaged and broken, you can tell them till you're blue in the face and still, you know, I got to see it. I got to see it, you know. The Mighty Bull, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. Speaking of Taurus, we're moving on ahead to Taurus here. Yeah, just give it time, and hopefully this person will get over that. All right. All right, Taurus, past person. If you're not interested in anybody from the past, this is not for you. The true feelings and intentions of the past person Taurus is inquiring about. I don't want to say dealing with. People are so picky about that. I'm not dealing with them. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. That's the quickest, easiest way to say it. Two shuffles, two more. Star card reverse could be an Aquarius for some of you. Okay. So they kind of, I think, with that Four of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, they can't figure out how to initiate communication with you, you know? I kind of feel like they're waiting for the stars to align, as it were. I'm waiting for the right opportunity. I'm waiting for hopefully some sort of sign or synchronicity, or maybe if we would just run into each other out. And I kind of feel like they want to talk to you, they want to communicate with you, but they don't know how to initiate it. You know, they don't really know how to initiate. I don't know what I would say to you or how I would start the conversation. You know what I mean? Midnight Wolf, thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate you. Let's see, Queen of Pentacles, yeah. I don't know if it's a full-on reconciliation that they want, because the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles are both reversed. So it doesn't really feel like they have a whole lot of faith that this would ever work out between the two of you. But they do want to communicate with you. They do. Let me see here. Yeah, see, they're waiting for the right opportunity. They're waiting for some sort of opportunity to present itself, like I don't know, I wish we could run into each other out in public somewhere, or maybe I think they would really honestly like you to be the one to reach out. But for whatever, I'm not getting what this person wants. What do they want? What is it they want? Is it a reconciliation? What is it that they want? I can't figure out. That's the thing. I can't stand it when this happens, man. It's like I'm digging, and clunk. You know, I need to go deeper than this. What is it that they want? Hermit, Page of Swords reversed, and the King of Cups reversed. I'm not sure what the hell they want, to be honest with you. That's not even telling me. The only thing that the only thing that I can zero it in is the World card here. They probably want closure, especially like if things ended between the two of you and it wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice ending. That's the only thing that I could think, is that they probably want closure. It's the only thing that I could think here. But, you know, they don't know how to initiate conversation with you. They kind of feel like it would be a bit of a waste of time. You know, they feel like you would just ignore them, basically. But they probably want closure. Let's get a few advice cards here. What's the best advice? Ooh. Okay, the Four of Pentacles. The Emperor reversed. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands in the reverse. I don't think I would put my life on hold for this person necessarily. Ten of Wands reversed, yeah. Ten of Wands reversed, Knight of Wands reversed, Three of Wands reversed. Don't put your life on hold for this person. But this, again, is where I'm going to have to send you back inside yourself. And basically, it really depends on what it means to you. It depends on what it means to you. If this is something that bothers you, you might want to put some sort of signal out there, you know? Something, you know? Hit like on one of their selfies, or so put some kind of signal out there. The green light's on. We can communicate. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? But if similar to what I said to Aries, if this is something that's not really that big of a deal, you're healing from it, you're moving on, and you can say that honestly in your heart, don't put your life on hold for them. Don't put your life on hold for them. Okay? All right, let's look at the current person. This is for those of you who are currently involved with somebody here. This is going to be a long video. The Moon card reversed. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Sun card reversed. Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, so I kind of feel like, especially if this is somebody new, how am I going to explain this? You know how when you first come together with somebody new, and you want to put your best foot forward, and you're waiting, and you're gauging, okay, are you going to judge me? Are you going to judge me? You know, can I open up and express this thing about me? Maybe something bad I did in the past, or something. They're kind of going through that right now, I feel like. We have Edwina again and Michaela. Thank you all so much for those super chats. Greatly appreciate you. Appreciate the positive feedback as well. But for whatever reason, even if this isn't a new person, There's something that they want to open up and express to you. And they're testing you to see whether or not they're safe to open up and express whatever this is, without it starting a fight or an argument, or without you judging them. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. My dad was a Scorpio. That's an interesting username. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you. And we got Sharon. I hope I said that right. Thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, there's just something inside, though, that this person hasn't really expressed. It doesn't really feel like, honestly, it's that big of a deal. I think that for the majority of you, they're afraid that you're going to judge them for something. And they're testing and picking and poking to see whether or not they're safe to open up and express this, you know? Something. For example, this is just an example. Just an example. Like if it's a woman that had an abortion in the past, you know? Just an example. I'm like, hey, where do you stand on that? You know, I don't know if you would judge me for that. That type of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I don't know, really. But, you know, do I tell you this? Are you going to judge me? See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Let's get some advice here. Let's get some advice. Boo. Okay, the King of Cups. All right, do the best that you can to provide an environment where this person feels safe to express themselves and be themselves. Okay? At the end of the day, that's all you can really do. If I want you to be honest with me, okay, not only, yes, I have to be honest with you, okay, but it's my responsibility to provide an environment where you feel safe opening up and expressing yourself without judgment, okay? That's really all that you can do here, you know? That's really all that you can do. And then from that point, it's up to them. Yeah, it's up to them at that point. It's up to them, you know? Do the best that you can to just let it be known somehow that, you know what, especially if you're like really in love with this person, pretty much, unless you're like a murderer or something like that, or something really like bad. You know, come on, man. We all got common sense. We're all adults here. You know, just let it be known that this is a judgment-free zone. You know what I mean? Judgment-free zone. All right. Gemini. Man, it's going to be a long video. I don't care, though. I want to get as much content out here as I can. Did I miss any super chats? I don't think I did. Y'all are on fire with the super chats tonight. Appreciate you. Thank y'all. Gemini. The person from the past that Gemini is inquiring about. What are their true feelings and intentions towards Gemini? How do they view you? What's their opinion of you? What kind of things do they say about you? All that good stuff. Ace of Cups reversed. They feel like it was unrequited love. They feel like it was unrequited love. Let me see here. Lover's card, though. Yeah, they feel it could be another Gemini, but I feel like they feel an insanely intense connection, and they don't think you feel the same way. They don't think you feel the same way. Yeah, man, they're still losing sleep over this. For some of you, they feel like they're questioning whether or not you're their twin flame. You know, like you own real estate in their head, basically. You own real estate in their head. Oh, yeah. For some of you, maybe it could be a twin flame. I don't know. But they are just convinced somewhat that you're not feeling it as strong as they are. And they're doing a very, very good job at covering it. Some of you may be aware of this, some of you, but I highly doubt the majority of you really have a good idea of how intensely they still feel this connection. Taurus, or it could be a Taurus, Empress reversed, and Nine of Wands. Yeah, they want to talk to you. They do want to talk to you. They have a lot of things that they want to say, but they feel like this is unrequited love. They don't feel like you're in love with them. And I just, that's all that came through for that. Let's see. Let's get a few advice cards. Get a few advice cards. Get a few advice cards. Should Gemini reach out and communicate? The advice is kind of, so far, I know we're only on the third sign, but so far it's kind of sounding similar to everybody, but I just feel like I should be giving advice spreads for these, not really outcome spreads, you know? Whoa, the Ace of Pentacles. I don't want to just give every sign the same advice, you know what I mean? Maybe should you attempt reconciliation? Hierophant reversed, the World card. So I do think that it would, yeah. I don't think you should attempt reconciliation, but I do think that it would be a good idea. It would be a good idea to seek closure here. It would definitely, because I feel like there's a lot of unfinished business between the two of you, and closure would probably be the best idea. Now, what's your definition of closure? You know, let bygones be bygones. You go that way, I go this way. Or do you think y'all could be friends? Maybe. I don't know. But whatever it is, I think you should seek closure here. I do. Think you should seek closure. Okay. And if you do decide to reach out, which that's pretty much up to you, if you do decide to reach out and, find this closure, then extend any apologies that you may owe and accept any apologies that they may give you. Okay? So, all right. Let's look at the current person. This is for those of you who are dealing with somebody who's currently a part of your life. If you don't have any concerns regarding anybody who's currently involved in your life, this is not for you. Let's see this current person's true feelings and intentions. Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, so I don't think they're seeing or talking to anybody else but you. I don't think that they are. So I wouldn't worry about whether or not they have a DM full of other people. Justice. Okay. So especially if this is somebody new, they want to kind of take things slow. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of conflicted as far as that goes. There's a part of them that wants things to pick up and move faster between the two of you. And then I kind of feel like they're having a bit of a battle between heart and mind, you know? The heart's telling me I want things to move between me and you. And then the mind's like, yeah, but that's stupid. What happened the last time we did that? We did something stupid and got hurt. So there's a bit of a battle up in their head there. It could be a Cancer for some of you. They really kind of feel like things are moving very slowly between the two of you. They do. I kind of feel like they are operating with mostly their logical mind, though. As much as they want things to pick up and move real quick between the two of you, their logical mind is saying, no, let's slow this down. Could be a Libra for some of you. Let's take this slow. Let's do this smart. Let's plan each step. We're not in a rush. Yeah. They're afraid that if they try to push things too fast, you're going to walk away. Yeah. So that's what their logical mind is thinking. If I try to push this and I'm too pushy and try to move too fast, Gemini's going to run away. So they don't want to run you off. Let's get some advice here. What's the best advice? Five of Pentacles reversed. Don't ghost them. Temperance reversed. Knight of Cups. Yeah, so don't rush things. I kind of feel like the two of you are already off to a very good start. Okay? And if there are any red flags, if, don't ghost them. Don't ghost them, but don't ignore it either. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the red flags, you know? Talk about the red flags. If anything pops up that's even questionable, let's talk about it. Let's communicate. Keep communication fluent between the two of you. And don't ghost them. Don't ghost them. All right, Cancer. Cancer. This is the past person. For those of you dealing with or inquiring about somebody from the past. What are their true feelings and intentions? How do they see you? How do they view you? Ooh, Six of Cups reversed. They feel like you're holding a grudge. They feel like you're holding a grudge. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't know. Let's see. Queen of Cups are still in love with you, though. And they're convinced that you're still in love with them, too. They feel like you all are both still in love, but you're too busy holding a grudge to work through this. Yeah, they're trying to get your attention, too. They're trying to get your attention. Yeah, see? They feel like the two of you are both still in love, but you're being too stubborn, and they feel like you're being stubborn and petty. And holding a grudge and refusing to work things out. So, but yeah, they want you to let your guard down. Whatever it is. Now, I don't even know if you're holding a grudge. I'm not saying that about you. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't know. Okay? But they feel like you are, and they want you to let your guard down. Nine of Cups reversed. They also feel like you're a bit codependent and needy. Basically, they feel like you think it's their responsibility to make you feel a certain way. And they feel like they're incapable of filling that void in your heart. The Death card. So, yeah, they think it's really, really petty that things came to an end between the two of you because they feel like we'd be able to work this out if you wouldn't be so petty, basically. Thank you, Katrina, for that super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you. All right. What's the advice here? Best advice. What's the advice for Cancer? Ace of Swords. You might want to communicate with this person, especially if they're trying to get your attention. I think a conversation needs to be had between the two of you. Yeah, Two of Cups. Is it true? Would you all be able to work it out, honestly? I think a conversation does need to be had between the two of you. Yeah. Hey, look, if this is a really heavy burden that you're carrying, you might want to go ahead and see if you can at least let bygones be bygones. Let's go ahead and say, because I know there's some of you like, oh, hail to the nah. Okay, at least let bygones be bygones. Look, we're cool. Not holding a grudge. We're cool. Me go that way, you go that way. You know, but I really think that a conversation does need to be had. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. Could be another Cancer. Also have Leo. Yeah, it would be in your best interest for your frequency and your vibration for a conversation to be had. At least clear the air. At least. Let's look at the current person. Current person. Current person, do-do-do. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Five of Swords. That's interesting. So I kind of feel like, especially if this is somebody new, if this, let me see, I'm trying to cover all the grounds here because some of you are dealing with a new person, some of you are dealing with somebody that's been with you for a bit. So if this is somebody new, okay, they're looking for red flags. They're in that stage where they're studying for red flags, okay? And honestly, if this is somebody new, I kind of feel like they have one foot out the door, to be honest with you. They have one foot out the door. This is if it's a new person only. They got one foot out the door. They're ready to bolt and run if one thing goes wrong, okay? If this is not somebody new here, they kind of feel like you might be a little bit sneaky, like they may not trust you very well. Yeah, for whatever reason, they may be questioning whether or not they can trust you. So I kind of feel like they're studying you to see what, like maybe, for example, you lied to your mom, you know, and they think, well, shit, if you're lying to your mom, you're lying to me. You know, that type of thing. let me study how honest you are. Because if you lie to other people, are you lying to me too? I think they're putting you through a test. They're questioning whether or not they can trust you. Now, again, I don't know if they can or not. I'm not here judging you. For some of you, maybe you possibly did give them a reason to question your trust. Others of you, maybe they're just paranoid and insecure. I don't know. Let's see here. I done used up all the decks. Here we go. What's the best advice? Best advice. What's the best advice? Okay. So a decision needs to be made, I feel like. King of Pentacles in the reverse. I kind of feel like a decision needs to be made here. Tower card reversed. I wouldn't put things to an end here. I would, but if something needs to be done here for trust to be gained between the two of you, okay? Something needs to be done here because I kind of feel like if for whatever reason this person doesn't trust you, if that energy keeps building up and building up and building up, they're going to invent some like reason to not trust you. Things are going to go wrong if this isn't cleared up, okay? Thank you, Dana, for that super chat. Thank you. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you. And Katrina again. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okie dokie. Yeah, something needs to be cleared up. That needs to be cleared up. However, or if they just don't trust you, fine, fuck it. Deuces. Deuces. I'm not going to be hanging around somebody who don't trust me. If you don't trust me, I don't want to be around you. It's just, I think it needs to be cleared up, though, before something bad does pop off. All right, Leo. Past person. Now, I'm going to do this deck here. Past person. This is for Leos who are inquiring about a past person. The Empress. Some of you could have kids with this person. So I feel like they actually wanted something stable with you. They wanted your all's connection to be long term. They really did want it to be long term. And even if it was long term, they wanted it to, I don't really think, see? They're still upset about this. They're upset about this. They're questioning whether or not you ever cared about them. They feel like you never cared. They feel like you're getting over it and you're moving on, you're doing good, and they're over here all upset and you never cared. Man, Leo never cared about me. Leo, they feel like you were playing games. Like you were just playing games, you know what I mean? Tarot, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you too, thank you. Nine of Wands reversed. Two of Swords. Yeah, they're up in their head. They don't know what to think. The only thing that they can come up with is that you must never have cared about them at all. And that's the only, one more card here. Okay, it's going in circles now. Yeah, they feel like they're the ones all upset about this and you moved on, you've gotten over it, you don't care, and they don't think you ever cared. Let's get some advice. What's the best advice? Best advice for Leo. Advice, what is the best advice? Judgment reversed. I really feel like this connection, the meaning behind this connection is something very, very, very different. Yeah, see? Look, okay, check it out. I don't really think this connection, now this is going to sound kind of weird, but just hear me out here. I don't think this connection was ever supposed to be long-term. There was a much bigger reason for this connection here, okay? Much, much bigger, okay? The two of you were supposed to come together and to separate. Something was always going to come between the two of you no matter what you do, okay? If it wasn't this, it'd be that. If it wasn't that, it would be something else, okay? Hold off on judging why this happened the way it did and why this person came into your life, and hold a space, because in the future you'll be able to look back in hindsight and you'll be singing a completely different tune about that connection, about what you learned from it, and about the impact that it had on your life. Okay? Other than that, though, I don't really think opening up communication is, like I said, I feel like it was supposed to go down this way. I don't think anything wrong happened, you know? It's really difficult to wrap the mind around sometimes, but the other side will put you through some fucked up shit sometimes in order to get something done. And a lot of times you can't really see the meaning until way later on down the line. All right? Let's look at the current person. Those of you currently involved with somebody in your life. Queen of Swords reversed. They kind of feel like you've got a bad attitude sometimes. Kind of feel like you've got a bit of an attitude problem sometimes. Star card reversed. All right. So they kind of feel like sometimes you can tend to get a little bit negative and pessimistic about things. Yeah. Man, I don't know why this person, 9 of Wands, Queen of Coins reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, Star card. They really feel like sometimes and I don't think I've ever really met a negative Leo, which is the weird thing. Unless you've just been under a lot of stress, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it's just them creating it. I don't know, but for whatever reason, they feel like sometimes you can tend to be a little bit negative or maybe very, very doubtful about things and not very, hopeful about, I don't know, man. But for whatever reason, King of Coins. Maybe you're just being realistic about things. Maybe for some of you, this person just has really outlandish ideas that are like kind of stupid, and you're just being realistic about it. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, because I'm trying to think. I'm not saying that they're not out there, but I've just never really met a very negative-minded Leo. I don't think, not that I can recall. Maybe some of you are. Maybe some of you do have an attitude problem, but maybe others of you, maybe you're just dealing with somebody that it just has like some really stupid ideas, and you don't mean to shoot it down. I'm just being realistic. I'm just being real with you. That's a dumb idea. That type of thing, Could be a Virgo for some of you. I also have Aquarius. Okay. What's the best advice here? Best advice for Leo. Best advice. Death card reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. Okay. So now this is going to be, and I know this is going to sound like real specific, okay? This is going to be like real narrow, and I can't help it though. I'm talking to the Leos who are dealing with somebody who, like I said, they may have outlandish ideas, They may have outlandish ideas, and you're just realistic about it. I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just being real. That type of energy, just listen to them talk. Just listen to them talk, okay? Just don't shoot their little dreams down. You know what I mean? Just let them talk. Especially if they're just talking. It's like, man, they're just talking, a lot of times. Just listen to them talk and try not to interject with too much negativity, okay? Especially if this is somebody new. Now, if you've been with this person for a long time, then okay. But especially if you're dealing with somebody who's relatively new in your life, just let them talk. Just let them talk and entertain their conversation, okay? Don't end things with them, but also don't do the best that you can to try not to come across as an incredibly negative person. Even though, like I said, I don't think you all typically are, but whatever. Whatever. Anyway, Virgo. Let's look at the past person. This here is for the Virgos who are inquiring about somebody from the past. Past person. What are their feelings and intentions towards you? Two of Swords reversed. They feel like you've made your mind up. You've made up your mind and you're stubborn and you refuse to change your mind. You don't want to hear anything that they have to say. You won't look at any other perspectives and yeah. Yeah, they feel like you've made your mind up. They want to talk to you, but they don't feel like there would be any point. They feel like you have made up your mind. You are stubborn. You don't want to listen to anything they have to say. You don't want to hear any other perspective. And I know there's at least one Virgo out there saying, dude, I see it from their perspective. I understand where they're coming from. Seeing it from that perspective isn't going to change my mind. You know what I mean? I've been there. I get you. No, I do see where you're coming from. But just because I understand where you're coming from doesn't mean I'm going to change my mind. Doesn't mean I'm going to make a different decision. You know what I mean? That type of... But yeah, they just really feel like you're stubborn, and yeah, it could be another Virgo for some of you. They feel like you're incredibly stubborn. And they, for whatever reason, it's kind of that energy like whenever somebody's trying to get something out of you, you know, especially for those of you who are dealing with somebody who's like trying to manipulate you. You hear that a lot from people who are trying to manipulate you. You know what I mean? And they can't manipulate you, so they call you names like stubborn and selfish, and you refuse to see things from my perspective. It's like, no, I refuse to let you manipulate me, is what I refuse to do. You know what I mean? Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Also have Virgo or Aries. What's the best advice? What's the best advice? Best advice. 4 of Cups reversed. And the 8 of Swords reversed. All right. I wouldn't turn back in the past. Yeah, Knight of Cups reversed. This isn't something that I would try to get involved in. This kind of feels like it'd be a trap. This would be a trap. If you allow this person to get a reaction out of you, don't do that. If you let them get one reaction out of you, that's a trap. It's going to suck you right back in, and you're going to go through the same fucking thing you went through the last time, okay? Keep doing what you're doing. Focus on either new things or current things. If you have somebody currently involved in your life, I wouldn't go anywhere near this here. It feels like a trap. Feels like a trap. Let them think whatever they want to think. Let them say whatever they want to say. For those of you who can go inside with a clear conscience and a clean heart and say, I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean? The truth will always end up showing itself. You don't need to fight for the truth, really. The truth will defend itself. You know what I mean? It will always come to light. Excuse me. All right. Let's look at the current person. For those of you currently involved with somebody. Six of Swords. That's weird. Five of Wands reversed. Devil card. Oh man, they're nervous about this. Some of you, they kind of feel like you're a bit of a nervous wreck. They feel like you're a walking anxiety attack. That's weird. You know, like maybe you get too, like, here we go, Virgo. Maybe you're too anal about little things like time, you know, and you let things make you nervous, you know, like being a perfectionist about certain things and whatnot, you know. They just feel like you kind of need to loosen up and relax, you know. They could see you as maybe the glass is half empty type of person. Maybe you focus on negativity a little too much. They want to take things slow here, especially if you're dealing with somebody new. If you're dealing with somebody new, they want to take things slow. They just want you to loosen up and relax a little bit. They feel like you get nervous too easy. They feel like what's the word? There's like one word that's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. But that you just get very, very nervous too easy, and you just need to loosen up. I don't know any other way to word it. They feel like you need to loosen up a little bit. Okay. What's the best advice? What is the best advice? What's the best advice? It'd be funny if Nine of Swords reverse came up. That'd be hilarious. Knight of Swords. Just make sure, whatever it is, just make sure communication is very, very fluent between the two of you. I don't know why it's saying that. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Be sure that the two of you can function together as a team. You're either on my team or you're in my way. Okay, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. Okay, Seven of Cups. The World card. Yeah, I think that there's some things you need to step back and assess about this situation. Be sure the two of you are communicating fluently and that the two of you are a team. Okay, if you all don't have very good communication and there's not very good teamwork, you might want to look elsewhere. You might want to start looking elsewhere. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to put you all on pause for a real quick second. I got to run and do something real quick, all right? Hang on just a second. Alrighty. All right. Sorry about that. Okie dokie. We're on Libra. 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 This is for those of you dealing with or inquiring about somebody from the past. What are their feelings and intentions towards you? How do they feel about you? What's their opinion of you? Maybe what do they say about you? I don't know. Let's see. Strength card reversed. Temperance. I feel like this person's still a little bit obsessed with you, honestly. This person's still a little bit obsessed with you, okay? But the funny thing is, this is weird. So they are obsessed with you, but they aren't holding on to whether or not you all could reconcile. They don't have any faith in that. They aren't thinking the two of you are going to get back together or fix things or reconcile things, but they're still obsessed with you. They probably sit around and stalk your social media all day, every day. But they don't have any intentions of trying to reconcile and fix things. Maybe they just feel like it would be a waste of time. Maybe they would if they thought that it would work, or if they thought you would be receptive. You could be a Scorpio, also have Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, or Sagittarius. I think they are kind of patiently waiting. There's another Taurus card too. Could be blocked communication between the two of you. I think they are patiently waiting to see if you will ever be interested in maybe reaching out or reconciling things. But they feel like right now in the current moment, they don't really think that you are. They don't really think that you are. They're hoping you'll change your mind. They're hoping that you'll change your mind, but I don't see them taking any actions or holding on to hope that... Does that make sense? It's like two things going on in their head at once. It's like two things going on in there at once. What's the best advice here? Advice. What is the best advice? Thank you, Lara, for that super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for that positive feedback. What's the best advice here? Boom. The Strength in the reverse again. That's funny. That's interesting. Huh. Same, different deck too, by the way. Same jumper, different deck. Interesting. Okay, the Hermit. All right, so Knight of Swords reversed. For whatever reason, I wouldn't touch this right now. It probably could turn toxic, especially if this person still has any kind of emotional power over you. You know, like if you gave them the opportunity, would they be able to talk you into something that you don't want to do? If you gave them the opportunity, I think a lot of you know that if you were to feed into this and try to have them as a part of your life, and that they would be able to, if they tried, they would be able to twist your emotions around and get something out of you. You know, so I would stay back. I wouldn't go there. Excuse me, I would not go there. All right. How about the current person? This is for those of you who have concerns about somebody currently in your life. Current person Libra's dealing with. Queen of Swords. They feel like you're a little bit detached, maybe. Maybe they're wondering whether or not you actually love them. I think that they're really wondering whether or not you even have any feelings for them. Yeah, Star card reversed. Hermit reversed. Could be a Pisces, Virgo, or Aquarius. Yeah, I think this person's honestly questioning whether or not you're interested in them. They're questioning whether or not you're interested in them, whether or not you have feelings for them. They think, I think things are just moving too slow, you know? I feel like they're really, really into you, and they are having like the battle between heart and mind. The mind's not winning. The heart's really wanting things to pick up, and it's not picking up and going at the pace that they want it to. So therefore, I wonder if Libra is even into me. Maybe Libra doesn't even care about me, you know? Temperance. They're trying to be patient. But for whatever reason, they feel like you're not into them, or you're not as into them as they are you. There's some things that they want to open up and express, like maybe, express to you how into you they actually are, but they don't really know if you would react to it very well. What's the best advice? This is going to be a long old ass video. It's going to be a long ass video, boy. What's the best advice? King of Wands in the reverse. I wouldn't take it too seriously. Don't fret about it. Don't worry about it. Okay? Hang on. Let's see. Death card reverse. Don't put it to an end, but don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. Okay? Okay, the Hierophant. Okay. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Yeah, don't walk away from this just yet. Don't put things to an end. If this person is actually wondering whether or not you're into them, it's not your responsibility to make them feel secure. Okay? All you can do is your best. Okay? All you can do is your best. Sorry if you feel like I'm not into you. I don't know how to prove that to you. I don't know how to prove that to you. You know what I mean? All you can do is your best, okay? Don't let their insecurities, don't take that on as your responsibility. The only thing you can do, I can do everything I can. I can tell you till I'm blue in the face, but if we don't speak the same love language, then might be time to skedaddle, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you're doing your best and you're playing your part and you're not doing nothing wrong, how they feel, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. All right, Scorpio. For my Scorpios who are inquiring about somebody from the past. Scorpio inquiring about somebody from the past. Lovers reversed. I don't really feel like they're feeling the connection quite as strong as they used to. At one point in time, they thought you were their twin flame, but they don't feel that way anymore. They're starting to wonder, never mind. I thought Scorpio was my twin flame, but probably not, honestly. I kind of feel like they're up in their head questioning that. Like, was Scorpio my twin flame or no? I don't know. I think they're questioning that now. They are still in love with you, but they're, like I said, hang on. Devil card reverse. It could be a Capricorn for some of you. They feel like you did them wrong too. They feel like you did them wrong. They do still have feelings for you, but it's not quite, the feelings have died down. The connection has gotten weaker since the two of you have been apart. They feel like you did them wrong. Death card. I don't think that they're holding on to hope that it'll ever work out between the two of you. They feel like you did them wrong. They feel betrayed. They're playing the victim. Yeah, they're pretty much accepting that it's over. It's over. It's done. It's not worth the drama. It's not worth the conflict. But again, some of you, they're questioning whether or not you were their twin flame. They're kind of starting to doubt that now, though. Kind of starting to doubt that now. See if we can get some advice. Advice for the past person. Sun card reversed. All right. Could be a Leo for some of you. Okay. All right. So for those of you who made a decision, like even if you did do something bad, like let's go ahead and play devil's advocate here. Let's say you did do, like you ended it maybe in a bad way or whatever. If the decision you made was for your own peace and your own happiness, you know, I made this decision because it was too much drama. It was for my peace and my happiness, you know, too much drama in my life. Don't let them make you feel like a bad person for that, okay? Don't feel guilty for that. Keep your options open, though. Keep your options open. Let the tower burn. Let it burn. I'm trying to see whether or not a conversation ever needs to be had between the two of you. Not that I'm seeing here. Not that I'm seeing. Focus on new things, okay? Those of you who are single, I wouldn't go out and pursue something new necessarily. I mean, you can if you want, but leave the door hanging open while you focus on other goals and just see what you can attract to you. Leave the door open for new possibilities. I wouldn't turn back to anything from the past right now. Be sure you are emotionally independent. This is the energy that will attract a successful relationship to you. Okay? If I'm emotionally independent, I'm not out there looking for a relationship. Okay? I don't really need one. I don't need one. That is the energy that will attract a person in which the rate of success will be the potential will be much higher than if you're out searching for somebody on the frequency of loneliness and emptiness. Then you're just going to attract things that reflect more loneliness and emptiness into your life, okay? Just leave the door hanging open and work on that emotional integrity, okay? Let's look at the current person. Current person. This is for Scorpios who have concerns about somebody currently involved in their life. If you're not concerned about anybody currently involved in your life, this is not for you. Five of Swords reversed. Oops. Four of Wands. Okay. Could be an Aquarius, also have Sagittarius. So some of you, they kind of feel like you're a little bit impatient. Some of you, they feel like you're a little bit impatient. They could be a little bit nervous that you're ready to move on. They don't want things to come to an end between the two of you. But they wonder whether or not you're, because they're trying to think, like, sometimes they feel like you're really hard to read. You're really difficult for them to read exactly what's going on. So they're wondering, is Scorpio just ready to move on from me? You know, I can't really tell. I can't really tell. You're so deep and mysterious. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to get an idea in their mind of how to read you, you know? I'm trying to put that puzzle, okay? Whenever you act like this, that means you feel this way. Whenever you act like that, it means you feel that way. And they're trying to put that puzzle together in their mind so that they know how you feel based on your body language and how you're speaking and the look on your face and all those things. They're going through that. And they're having a hard time doing that. They're having a difficult time doing that. So whenever we don't have a sense of foresight, or we feel like we don't have control and know everything that's going on, the general consensus is the worst case scenario, right? They're wondering whether or not you're just ready to move on. They don't want you to move on, though. They don't want you to. They don't want you to. They don't want you to leave. They don't want it to. They don't want it to be over. Advice. What's the best advice here? Advice, advice, advice. Queen of Wands in the reverse. So maybe open up a little bit more sometimes, especially if they're asking you. If they're asking you how you feel, open up and express it maybe a little bit better. I think the two of you may speak a bit of a different love language, honestly. Yeah, hang around and stick around with this person here, okay? Hang around and stick around. Just see if the two of you speak different love languages. Try to learn this person's love language, you know? Just do the best that you can to try to make communication as fluent as possible and be sure that you open up, especially if they're questioning how you feel about something. Be sure that you explain it in as clear spoken words as you possibly can so that there's as little confusion on the table here as possible. But yeah, stick around. Don't go nowhere. There's a lot of potential here between the two of you, okay? A lot. I don't know if you're actually considering moving on or not, but it says not to do that right now. Not to do that right now, all right? Okie dokie. Hang on a second. I need a drink of water. Gotta get the gallon, man. I'm thirsty. Had to hydrate. We are now on Sagittarius. Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarians who are inquiring about somebody from the past. How does the past person view you? What are their true feelings and intentions? What are their thoughts about you in this situation? Past person. Okay. That's the Four of Swords in the reverse. Kind of feel like they're trying to forget about this. They're very nervous and restless and antsy when it comes to this situation. So they're trying not to think about it. They're probably like even trying to avoid things that remind them of you because they don't want to think about it. They still keep an eye on you though. The hell? Yeah, I'm trying not to think about you, but I can't help but look at your Facebook profile or your Instagram page. I can't help but Facebook stalk you, but I don't want to think about you. Make sense? They don't to me. Okay, they are still in love with you. Yes, they are, but they feel like you're like, especially those of you that are single, they feel like you're better off without them. Okay? But they wish things could have worked out between the two of you. Okay? They want to try this again. They want to try this again, but they're holding back. They're holding back. They don't want to start a fight. Don't want to start any more arguments. Could be blocked communication between the two of you. They feel like you got a bad attitude. They feel like you got a nasty attitude problem. Like maybe you're a bitch or an ass. You know? Not saying you are. I don't know why they feel that way. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I don't know. I'm not here judging you. The Magician. Some of you, they're trying to manifest a reconciliation with you. You know? I wouldn't recommend that, y'all. You can manifest your person, but you don't get to pick who it is. No, you don't. Nope. I know that's going to piss a lot of people off. I don't care. That's infringement on free will. You cannot infringe on anybody's free will. You can attract the person that aligns with your highest good. You can. Okay? And it's a very specific frequency you must align with. But you don't get to choose who it is. Nope. I know somebody needed to hear that. And I know I pissed somebody off too. That's fine. It's the truth though. Let's look at the advice. What's the best advice here? Best advice. What's the best advice? Five of Wands. Oh shit. Uh-oh. The hell's the Five of Wands advice for? Hold up. Ace of Cups. Two of Cups reversed. Nah. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Also have Sagittarius, Leo. And no, focus on new things. For those of you who are single, focus on new things, okay? Don't turn back and mess with anything from the past, okay? It's best to leave this where it is. I'm trying to see Seven of Pentacles reversed, Justice reversed, Knight of Swords reversed. No time soon do the two of you need to have a conversation, okay? No time soon. Because why? You'll just experience the same thing that you experienced last time you tried to have a conversation with them, which was probably an argument or a fight, or the two of you just do not see eye to eye. You just don't, okay? So just keep your distance from this here and focus on new things. Focus on the new, not the past. Let's look at the current person. If you don't have any concerns with anybody currently in your life, this is not for you. Current person. How's this person feel? What are their true intentions? For Sagittarius. Queen of Cups reversed. So they could feel like you don't really handle your emotions in a way that they agree with. They don't really agree with the way you handle your emotions. They could feel like, some of you may feel like you're a little bit emotionally closed off. Others of you, they feel like you're a bit emotionally immature, whatever that means. They don't agree with how you handle emotional situations, really, whatever that means, okay? But at the same time, they don't want things to come to an end. I feel like they want, for some of you, they want marriage. They want the marriage, they want the kids, they want that perfect, successful, happy relationship. Same thing we all want. They want that with you. They want that with you. They just don't really like the way you handle emotional situations. Five of Wands reversed. They don't want drama. They don't want no conflict. For some of you, they want to have kids with you. Maybe for some of you, they do have kids with you. Yeah, Nine of Cups reversed. So everything looks pretty fine. The only thing that I see this person, they want marriage and children and long-term relationship and all that good stuff. The only thing that I see here is that they don't agree with the way you handle emotional situations. Like, for example, the King of Wands reversed. Maybe you don't take things seriously that you should take seriously. And maybe you shit your pants and flip the lid over things that aren't that big of a deal, you know? For whatever, I don't know. That's just an example. They just don't really agree with the way you handle emotional situations. But other than that, though, they don't want it to go nowhere. They want to marry you and they want to have kids with you. What's the best advice? What is the best advice? What's the best advice? Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Things are going to start getting better between the two of you. Two of Wands, Five of Cups, Empress. Okay, stick around. Stick around. There is long-term potential for the two of you, okay? Eight of Cups reversed, Empress. Okay, especially those of you who either have kids or want kids. Could be a Taurus for some of you. Stick around. Stick around. But whatever issues the two of you don't see eye to eye with, put in a little bit more work on that, okay? Put in some more work and effort on this because it could threaten the connection between the two of you. It could, okay? Could be, could be a Sagittarius. Could be another Sagittarius for some of you. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, the past person. How does the past person feel about Capricorn? What are their feelings and intentions? How do they view you? What's their opinion of you? What do they say about you? Let's see. The Death card. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. I don't really think that they, well, hang on. I can't call that yet. Hold up. Temperance, Magician, Lovers reversed. Okay. So it's getting to the point, it's getting to the point now where I think they were really, really holding on for reconciliation for a while, for a long time, or however long. They really felt that this was an incredibly intense connection. They thought you were their twin flame. Now, not quite so much, and I think they're more coming to terms with the fact that it's over now. It took them a while. Yep, Judgment, King of Pentacles. It took them a while. They have been waiting. For some of you, they've been trying to manifest a reconciliation with you. They've been waiting, holding on to this, feeling a real strong connection. Now it's at that turning point to where it's like, it's over. You know, that actual acknowledgement that it's done, it is what it is, release and let go. Done dollar. I do think that they would kind of like to talk to you though, but they're not, they've pretty much released all hope and all, I don't really think they have any hope or any faith that anything will ever happen between the two of you again. Not really. That's interesting. Didn't expect that one. Okay, well, what's the best advice? Best advice for Capricorn with this past situation. I don't really feel like it needs advice, but I got to do one. At least a couple of cards. Moon card reversed. World card reversed. And the Judgment reversed. So, I think I just said this to Leo. Something similar to Leo. Don't be so quick to judge this situation. Okay? There was a very specific meaning behind this entire situationship, this entire connection. Hold a space. Hold a space. Don't be so quick to judge what happened, why it happened. One of these days, you'll be looking back and you'll be singing a different tune about this. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. You'll be singing a completely different tune about this situation, why it happened, and I think you'll see it from a different perspective in the future. Yeah, you'll see it from a different perspective in the future. You really will. Once everything's all healed up, the dust is settled, you're not mad no more, I'm not really tripping about it. If you allow yourself to really, really, really look back and think about it, there was a deeper meaning than just coming together and whatever happening and separating. There was something much, much deeper. I feel like it was meant to alter your life path. Coming together with that person altered your life path, okay? And it was supposed to. Let's look at the current person. This is for my Capricorns who have concerns about a current person. How do they feel about you? Four of Pentacles reversed. So I kind of want you to open up a little bit. They may feel like you're a little bit closed off and want you to open up a little bit more. Chariot reversed. I feel like things are moving too slow between the two of you. Okay, Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. I feel like things are moving a little bit slow. Yeah, things are moving a little bit slow. Could be an Aries for some of you. They want things to pick up speed. They want things to pick up speed, and they want the marriage, the children, the long-term relationship. They want things to work out. They're nervous. Oh, because why? They're afraid that you're going to get tired of them. They're afraid you're going to get tired of them and leave them just like everybody else did. Isn't that it? Justice card, Ten of Pentacles, bro. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. This person wants it all with you. They want it all with you. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. They want to be like a power couple with you. I want to get married. Me and you start a business together, become multi-millionaires. If you're already a millionaire, I want to become billionaires. They want it all. They want it all with you, okay? But like I said, they're scared you're going to get tired of them and leave. All right. All right, all right, all right. Advice. What's the best advice? What's the best advice? Eight of Wands. I kind of feel like it would be safe for things to pick up speed between the two of you. I feel like it would be like you don't have to be so careful and cautious and plan everything to the point where you're going too slow. You can pick up the pace a little bit with this person. Just relax. Yeah, just relax. Okay? Yep. I think it's time for y'all to pick up the speed, man. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands. Pick up speed a little bit. It is moving a little bit slow. I don't think you have anything to be worried about. Just relax, chill. I think there's a lot of potential between the two of you. See, we got to find that balance and make sure that we're not making any decisions based on fear, okay? Because if we put too much energy into making decisions based on fear, that's how we manifest our fears. So just relax and let it flow. Let the speed pick up a little bit between the two of you, all right? All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, past person. Past person. Whoa. Page of Wands, okay. Could be a fire sign for some of you. Now I feel like they do want to talk to you. They do want to communicate. They want communication. They do want communication here. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles. For those of you who are single, they feel like you're doing very well by yourself. They want you to make up your mind. They feel like you have a decision that you need to make. Yeah, they feel like you have a decision that you need to make and you need to make up your mind. They want communication because I kind of feel like they want to apologize. They want to apologize, but they're holding back. They want you to be the one to initiate communication, okay? They want you to be the one that does it. They feel like it's your responsibility to reach out and communicate and that you are up in your head not making a decision and you need to make up your mind. You need to make up your mind and reach out and communicate. But they see you doing good by yourself. This is for the single ones. Okay, they see you doing good by yourself. Temperance reverse could be a Sagittarius for some of you. They're getting a little bit impatient. They're getting a little bit impatient waiting on you. Okay, they feel unfinished business. Feel like they want to apologize, but they're too afraid to come forward and just say it. Okie dokie. Advice. Advice. The Fool card could be an Aries for some of you. Death card. All right, so this is split in two. Okay, so there's two there. Okay, it depends on what this means to you. Okay, if you are wanting to communicate but you're too afraid to come forward, I think you're safe to come forward. If you're wondering, like, damn, will they respond to me? Will they shut me out? Will they ignore me? And you're afraid and you actually are wanting communication too, I think you're safe to make that leap and come forward, okay? If not though, let's see, you got the Fool card and the Death card. It could be an Aries or a Scorpio. If not, if you're totally okay with this being done and over with, man, I don't want to see them, I don't want to hear their name again, wouldn't piss on them to put them out if they were on fire, then don't, just leave it. Just leave it, leave it. But if the two of you do end up in communication, okay, be sure that you clear the air. Extend any apologies you may owe and accept any apologies they may give you, okay? Clear the air one way or the other. But the air needs to be cleared in your heart, okay? So if you're able to just clear it all up in here on your own, that's all you really need to do, okay? But you got to be honest with yourself, Okay, if you really genuinely don't have closure in here, you're safe to come forward. I think everything will be okay. All right, current person. Current person. If you do not have any concerns about a current person in your life, this is not for you. This is only for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus Aquarians who have some concerns about a person who is currently a part of their life. Whether it's been long-term or a new person. I'll try to cover as much as I can here, okay? Eight of Swords in the reverse. See how they feel about you. Okay, so for those of you dealing with somebody new, they really feel like you're a bit of a breath of fresh air. Fool card reverse. They feel like you're a bit of a breath of fresh air because they feel like they've never really been with somebody who doesn't wrap a leash around them and handcuff them and confine them. Okay? Some of you, they're having a very difficult time reading your emotions, and they're not 100% sure whether or not you actually love them. Yeah, they're not 100% sure whether or not you actually love them. They're carrying a lot of vibrational baggage from their past, and they're too afraid to unload it on you because they don't know if you would judge them. Yeah, they want you to open up a little bit more. They want you to open up a little bit more. They can't read you. They're afraid that you're going to leave. They're afraid you don't like them. They're afraid that you're, especially if this is long term, they're afraid you may be falling out of love with them. If this is somebody new, they're afraid that you just don't like them and that you're not feeling it and that you may not want that successful relationship with them and you may end up leaving them. So they want you to open up a little bit more because they can't tell how you feel. They can't read you emotionally. Let's look at the best advice. What's the best advice for Aquarius and the current person? Judgment. Okay. All right, so the two of you coming together was very divinely guided. Okay, don't be sitting there questioning whether or not... See, you know one thing, and I'm sorry, you know how many times I get this question? And like for somebody will come to me for a personal reading. Is this person my soulmate? I hear that question probably 1,000 times a month. Every single person who has ever or will ever make their way into your life and play any kind of role whatsoever, the good, the bad, and the ugly, are all very near and dear soulmates. Do not be questioning whether or not the two of you came together by accident. The two of you coming together was very divinely guided. Okay? Very divinely guided. Be sure that you communicate your feelings to this person, okay? Now, I get it. I'm an Aquarius too. Sometimes we're not the greatest at showing it, okay? Work on that the best of your ability, but communicate your feelings, okay? Communicate them. Do the best you can to communicate them. Try to show them. But at the end of the day, how they feel is not your job, okay? As long as you're putting forth effort to show how you feel, I'm putting forth work, energy, and effort to express to you how that I feel. If that's not good enough for you, that's not my problem. You know, if you don't believe me and you don't trust me, oh, sorry, deuces then, you know. I'm not saying don't say deuces. It's not time to move on from this right here. But work on that the best that you can, but don't stress about it. Okay, don't stress about it. If they don't believe you or they demand that you show your feelings in a different way or something like that, that's just tough shit, you know. It's the intention behind it. But don't go anywhere. I wouldn't go anywhere right now, okay? Nah. Could be a Libra for some of you. I have Libra, Cancer, Leo. Could be another Aquarius for some of you. Just do the best that you can to acknowledge the fact that the two of you are together for a very specific reason, okay? So it's not an accident. Don't be questioning that. I don't know why that came through, but that's what came through, so. All right. Last but definitely not least, Pisces. Pisces. Hang on, y'all. All right. Pisces. This is the past person that you're inquiring about. If you're not dealing with or inquiring about a past person, this is not for you. How does the past person currently feel about Pisces? Universe, justice reversed. Okay, they feel like this was very unfair. Whatever you did or whatever decision was made, they feel like they were treated unfairly in the past. Could be a Libra for some of you. There could have been some legal issues involved for some of you. And maybe they feel like justice was not served, especially if there was some kind of like legal issue, y'all were in court over something. They don't really feel like justice was served. They feel like something was very unfair. Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I feel like they're kind of kicking themselves in the ass looking back at the red flags that they should have identified. Okay, like that. Oh man, when they said that, I should have known. Or when they did this, when Pisces did that, I should have known. That type of, they're kicking themselves in the butt because they feel like there was red flags that they ignored or didn't see. Okay, they don't want to express any type of vulnerability to you. They don't want you to know that they have any kind of feelings at all. I'm trying to see if they do. Nine of Wands. Yeah, they got their guard up. They kind of do want to talk to you, but they don't want you to think that they're vulnerable. I do kind of feel like they are a little vulnerable here with the Strength card reversed. I think that they are, they just don't want you to know. They don't want you to know they have any kind of vulnerability. It could be an Aries for some of you. I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the whole damn fire element, Libra, and that's it. But, it could be anybody. Okay, let's look at the advice here. Let's look at the advice. Advice is for Pisces. That was for my OG followers right there. What's the best advice for Pisces in the past person? Knight of Pentacles reverse. Page of Swords. So I kind of feel like a conversation does need to be had between the two of you for closure, but take anything that they say with a grain of salt, okay? Yeah, take anything they say with a grain of salt, because I kind of feel like this person might be all talk, no action, especially if because I don't really see that they want a reconciliation here, but I do think closure needs to be had between the two of you, okay? Again, I would take what they say with a grain of salt. Work on relinquishing any grudges you may be holding. And that doesn't mean that if they did something very wrong that it's okay. What it means is you are releasing yourself vibrationally from a negative frequency. That's all that means, okay? But yeah, I think closure needs to be had. Just don't put a bunch of stock into what they have to say. Extend any apologies you may owe and accept any apologies that are extended to you. Okay, clear the air, let bygones be bygones. You go that way, they go this way. All right. All right. Whew, man, it's all starting to run together now. I got a personal reading to do in the next 3 hours too, so I'm gonna have to get my head on straight. All right. Current person. This is for Pisces who are concerned about a current person in their life. If you have no concerns regarding anybody who's currently in your life, this is not for you. Let's see how the current person feels about Pisces. What's their opinion of you? How do they feel about this situation and this connection? What are their true intentions? The Five of Cups. So they could feel like maybe you're a little easily upset, possibly. Maybe you get your feelings hurt too easy. You might be a little too sensitive. Seven of Swords reversed. Excuse me. Six of Wands reversed. Okay. So, yeah, it's a battle. There's two things going on up here at once. Okay. It's causing some cognitive dissonance with this person because On this hand, they feel like you're too sensitive, and then you get your feelings hurt too easy. But then in this hand, they feel guilty for hurting your feelings. But then in this hand, they're irritated because you're too sensitive, but they still feel guilty for it at the same time. I don't really think that they're thinking about marriage right now. Not really. They're wondering whether or not the two of you feel a mutual connection. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Yeah, they're wondering whether or not the two of you feel a mutual connection. Kind of feel like this person has one foot out the door, honestly. Sorry, y'all. That's like the 20th time I've coughed tonight. Sorry about that. Every time I go live, the throat chakra gets all clogged up. Anyway, yeah, I kind of feel like this person has one foot out the door. Queen of Cups, they do love you. They have a lot of feelings for you. But for whatever reason, now, this feels new, okay? It could be long-term for some of you, but this feels very, very new, okay? For those of you dealing with a new person here, it's going to take a while before they trust you, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. They've just been burned a million times, okay? So right now, they're in that I don't trust you until you prove to me that I can mode. Okay? What's the best advice? What's the best advice? For Pisces, Knight of Wands. World card reversed, Fool card reversed. All right. So I kind of feel like the doorway is hanging wide open for the two of you to take this to the next level. And a decision needs to be made. A decision needs to be made. Again, whether it's long-term or whether this is a new person. The doorway's hanging wide open. What's the next level? You know, let's move in together. Let's get married. Whatever it is. If a decision isn't made to take things to the next level, anytime, at least by the time October's over, it's probably going to be time to move on from this right here. Okay, because I can understand being a little bit, reluctant. We've all been burned in the past, but after a while, we got to get over that. Got to get over it after a while. You know what I mean? You can't cling to that. Nothing's going to change that, but you have to heal up from that. So whatever the next level is, like let's say you're just talking. Okay, well, are we official? Well, let's say you're official. Are we going to move in together? Well, let's say you already live together. Are we going to get engaged? Let's say you're already engaged. Are we going to get married? Whatever that next level is, that decision needs to be made as far as that goes here pretty soon. If not, it might be time to move on from this, okay? Whew. But anyway, I feel like those were the messages that all my signs needed to hear tonight. That's honestly the longest damn video I've ever done. That is the longest video I have ever done in my entire tarot career. So I am eternally grateful to every last one of you that tuned in, played along, and showed love, support, and positive feedback. Greatly appreciate y'all, man. It makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube. The likes, the comments, the positive feedback, the super chats, the shares, all that good stuff, man. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading with me. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.